Hello, my name is Tracy Rosell. I'm a final year PhD student at Cardiff University Business School. I'm going to explain about autocoding, something that I've found really useful when handling the data for my own research into leadership of surgical teams. When you're analysing your data, it's helpful to be able to carry out a search for everything that a particular person has said, generally or on a particular topic. You can make this easier by coding everything to do with them using their name or unique identifier, for example, a number. An efficient way of doing this is to auto-code any uploaded document related to them, for example, an interview transcript or an observation note. And the easiest way to do this is as you import the documents into NVivo. You could do it later if you want to, but there's one potential glitch if you do that, which I'll explain as we go through the steps. So I'm going to share my screen with you now as I talk you through those steps. So the first thing to do is to import your document in the usual way, as I'm doing here. If you're auto-coding, do not click on the Create a Case for each imported file box. This can end up with a duplicated case if you're then going on to autocode. It can be solved by deleting the first case, but it's extra work that you can avoid doing. Now we'll open up that document. This is an interview transcript. Well, I've actually borrowed a scene from a Shakespeare play, but it works. You can see at the start of each section, there's the person's name. There's one, there's another one. Or you might have used a number or anonymized other way of identifying them. At the top on the very left, you'll see the tab File has been chosen, and that's indicated by it being shown with a blue background. On the right of that, along this code, you'll see that there's a group there called Coding. Click on the icon that says Autocode. The Autocode wizard box opens up. There are three options. For our purposes to identify when a particular person has spoken, make sure that the button is selected for speaker name. Click on the next button, and here in the top box it says enter all speakers. So type in the names of the people who took part in the interview. After a few moments, or if you click on the next box, you'll see that the speaker has been highlighted in a colour. You'll also see that the text for the other speakers is highlighted in the same colour. Don't panic about this. This will change when you type in the next speaker's name or code, as I'm doing now. Now you can see that that one is in a different colour to highlight the second speaker. Continue doing this for all the speakers that are in your script. For a focus group, you might have quite a few names. Then you also want to include the interviewer's identifier so that when you come to do searches, you don't have your own interview questions turning up, as otherwise what you've said will be attributed to one of the other speakers. Click on the next button and this final box opens up. This is where you allocate your document to a particular type of classification. How this is used in NVivo will be explained in another presentation. For our purposes here, it's enough to know that it's important to make sure that you allocate your document to the correct classification of case type. You may have set one or more up already. Here we can see that observation has been set up. A common one is also person, which is what we want here. So click on Create New Classification and type in person. click on the Finish button. Now we'll close this script up and go to have a look in cases. And here you'll see that everybody who participated in that interview is listed, including the interviewer. Now, again, you aren't a case unless perhaps it's included in an ethnography. So we'll delete that. Just do that by clicking on it to highlight it and then pressing your delete button on your computer keyboard. Say yes, and there you go. Now down here in case classifications, you can see that there's observation and person. Again, if you click on there on person, you can see that your people have been correctly allocated as a person under those classifications. So that's everything. I hope that's been really helpful, and good luck with all your research.